Ever been to the gym and watched someone who is absolutely massive, with arms the size of tree trunks, struggle to lift a weight that a person half their size moves with explosive, effortless ease? Welcome to Dr. Levitas. Society has conditioned us to believe a flawed equation: bigger muscles equal greater strength. We look at the size of the engine and assume we know the horsepower. If you have ever felt deeply frustrated because you are building muscle mass but your actual functional strength has completely plateaued, listen very closely. You are not weak, and your training isn't necessarily wrong. You are simply focusing on the hardware when your problem is the software. Strength is not about the physical size of the muscle belly. True, raw, explosive strength is entirely about the voltage of the electrical signal your brain sends to that muscle. Today, we are going completely off the traditional bodybuilding script. We step out of the muscle fiber directly into the central nervous system. We are going to explore why your brain is actively limiting your physical power, and how to hack your biological wiring to unlock superhuman strength. We are talking about neural drive and the rate of force development. To understand how to unlock your true strength, we first have to understand a biological concept called neural drive. When you walk up to a heavy barbell, your muscles do not decide to lift it. Your brain decides. Your motor cortex formulates a plan, generates an electrical action potential, and fires that electricity down your spinal cord to your muscle fibers. The strength and intensity of that electrical signal is your neural drive. But your brain is highly protective, and it operates like the electronic governor on a sports car. If you buy a high-performance car, the manufacturer will often install a computer chip that physically stops the engine from going over 120 miles per hour, even if the engine is capable of doing 200. They do this to protect the engine from blowing up. Your central nervous system does the exact same thing to your muscles. Your muscles are physically capable of generating enough force to snap your own tendons and break your own bones. To prevent you from tearing yourself apart, your brain acts as a governor. It intentionally limits your neural drive. It only allows you to use a fraction of your actual muscle fibers at any given time. When you hit a plateau in the gym, it is rarely because your muscles cannot lift the weight. It is because your brain does not trust you enough to release the governor. This perfectly explains the viral phenomenon of the 150-pound gymnast completely overpowering the 250-pound bodybuilder. A traditional bodybuilder trains for hypertrophy, cellular growth. They lift moderate weights for high repetitions, creating metabolic stress and tearing down muscle fibers so they grow back larger. They are building a massive, beautiful engine, but they are not training their central nervous system to fire a high-voltage signal. A gymnast, an Olympic weightlifter, or a powerlifter trains entirely differently. They spend years demanding maximum neurological output. They are constantly telling their brain, "I need every single ounce of electrical current available right now." Over time, the brain adapts. It removes the governor. The gymnast might have a much smaller physical engine, but because their neural drive is perfectly optimized, they can recruit nearly 100% of their muscle fibers on command. They are producing maximum voltage. The bodybuilder has a massive engine, but their brain is only allowing them to use half the cylinders. This neurological efficiency leads us to the absolute holy grail of athletic power and functional longevity: the rate of force development, or ROFD. In the real world and in sports, absolute strength rarely matters if it takes you too long to generate it. If you trip and fall, you do not have 3 seconds to slowly build up the strength to catch yourself. You have milliseconds. If you are a sprinter pushing off the blocks, your foot is only in contact with the ground for a fraction of a second. Rate of force development measures exactly that. It is not just how much total force you can produce, but how incredibly fast your nervous system can generate that force. It is the literal definition of explosiveness. If your brain sends a slow, lazy electrical signal, your ROFD is low and you feel sluggish and heavy. If your brain fires a lightning bolt action potential, your ROFD is high and you move like a coiled spring. So how do we increase this explosive rate? How do we hack the software? It starts by teaching your body a skill called motor unit synchronization. A motor unit is simply a single nerve and all the individual muscle fibers it controls. When an untrained person tries to lift something heavy, their brain panics and fires these motor units chaotically. One unit fires, Then, a millisecond later, another fires, then another. It is like a choir where everyone is singing the right song, but they are all starting on different beats. The result is a shaky, weak, uncoordinated effort. When you train specifically for strength and explosiveness, your central nervous system learns to synchronize. It learns to make the entire choir sing the exact same note at the exact same millisecond. When thousands of motor units fire simultaneously, the rate of force development skyrockets. You don't necessarily have more muscle, you just finally got all of your muscle fibers to pull the rope at the exact same time. To facilitate this beautiful synchronized explosion, you actually have to change the physical architecture of your nervous system. You have to literally upgrade your wiring. And the most effective way to do this is by lifting heavy weights in the 1 to 3 repetition range. When you routinely lift weights that are 85 to 95% of your 1 rep maximum, you are forcing your brain to send the highest voltage signal possible. Your central nervous system recognizes this massive electrical demand. Just like a muscle grows thicker to handle physical stress, your nervous system adapts to handle electrical stress. It does this by thickening the myelin sheath. As we've discussed in previous videos, myelin is the fatty insulation that wraps around your nerve axons. According to research published in the Journal of Applied Physiology, in 2020, high-intensity resistance training physically increases the myelination of your motor neurons. When the insulation gets thicker, the electrical signal travels significantly faster and without leaking. By lifting heavy weights for just 1 to 3 reps, you are literally laying down thicker biological copper wiring. The signal from your brain reaches your muscles faster, dramatically increasing your rate of force development and allowing you to instantly access your true strength. But what if you don't want to lift massive weights? Is there a biological backdoor to trick your central nervous system into firing a higher voltage? Yes. It is a neurological phenomenon known as Sherrington's law of irradiation, and it is activated through your grip. Your hands have a disproportionately massive representation in the motor cortex of your brain. Because human hands are designed for complex, fine motor skills, a huge amount of your neurological real estate is dedicated to your grip. Sherrington's law of irradiation states that a muscle working hard will recruit the neighboring muscles to help out. If you loosely hold a barbell and try to press it overhead, your brain only sends enough electricity to the shoulders and triceps to do the job. But if you crush the barbell, if you squeeze it so hard your knuckles turn white and your forearms cramp, you send a massive localized electrical shockwave into your central nervous system. That intense neurological signal literally overflows or irradiates out of your hands, traveling up your arms, into your shoulders, down your spine, and into your core. Squeezing the bar instantly synchronizes your motor units and removes the governor, immediately allowing you to output 10 to 15% more full body power. Grip training is not just about having a firm handshake. It is the ultimate biohack to instantly turn up the voltage of your entire nervous system. Now, we must establish a critical warning. Your central nervous system is incredibly powerful, but it is also highly sensitive and takes significantly longer to recover than your muscle tissue. When you train for high voltage, you risk crossing the line into central fatigue. You know what peripheral fatigue feels like. That is the burning, sore sensation in your muscles after a high-volume workout. But central fatigue, or a fried CNS, feels entirely different. When your central nervous system is fried, your muscles might not feel sore at all. But your brain has essentially run out of the neurotransmitters required to send the electrical signal. You will walk into the gym, put a warm-up weight on the bar, and it will feel like it weighs 1,000 pounds. Your rate of force development crashes to 0. You will feel unusually clumsy, you might stumble over your words, and your resting heart rate will spike. The single best diagnostic tool to know if your CNS is fried is a morning grip test. Keep a simple hand dynamometer or a tough grip squeezer by your bed. When you wake up, squeeze it. If your grip strength has suddenly dropped by 10 to 20% from your normal baseline, your nervous system is waving a massive red flag. Your brain is physically exhausted. You do not need a pre-workout stimulant. You need deep, restorative sleep and a complete day of rest away from heavy weights. Respect the governor and let the battery recharge. Here is the doctor's verdict: turn the governor off. You are infinitely stronger than you realize. Your physical limitations in the gym and in life are rarely dictated by the size of your muscles. They are dictated by a brain that is trying to protect you. By understanding the profound science of neural drive, you can finally take the brakes off. By prioritizing the rate of force development, lifting heavy for low reps to thicken your myelin, and utilizing the neurological hack of irradiation, you can synchronize your biology. You can upgrade your wiring and transform your body into an explosive, high-voltage machine. Stay explosive, train your nervous system, and I will see you in the next video. Watch this video suggestion. It was especially picked for you. Also share, comment, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. It helps a ton with the algorithm. Remain tuned for future videos to empower your health and fitness journey. So, stay healthy, stay happy, and keep going.